sure it starts and make sure it has sound, because sometimes it doesn't. And so I have to keep talking until the sound comes, and we have sound. Excellent. All right. So now, Demento Radio now, and recording in 3, 2, 1.
Recorded live on DementoRadio.org, it's the Funny Music Podcast, brought to you by FuMP.com, where you can download new free comedy songs twice a week. Now, here's your hosts, Devo, and the great Luke Ski.
Hey, Devo.
Hey, Luke Ski.
I'm reporting from the Coast Hotel in beautiful downtown Burbank.
Okay. Why?
Why do you think?
Okay. Okay. So, welcome to episode 786 of the Funny Music Podcast. The title of this week's show, and I can open the chat, is Abstracted Scene. I will put that in the chat, and your job is to somehow work that into our conversations throughout the show. So, we are here with Dizman and Keymaster from Dead by 28. How you doing, guys? In full makeup as always. I love the dedication. And we are here with, hopefully I won't butcher these names, Tommy Sinbazo and Eric Woodworth from B.U.S.I. Is that correct?
Yeah, you did it.
Yeah, that's us.
You did it.
You
I don't
nailed
like
it,
you saying
man.
our band name with a child right there.
It's fine. It's B.U.S.I. with a B. Oh, dude, you should have seen her concert like last spring. So don't worry.
All right.
Okay.
So,
Very cool.
yes.
Yeah, we're excited to be here.
Yeah.
I love having new people on the show because it's like fresh meat. All right. What do we need to do this
right.
week?
Hey, Devo.
We're usually used to doing. We're both stand-up comedians with easily 18 years under our belts before we became a musical band. So now that we're with musical comedy guys, it's a bit of a what is it? Extracted scene? What the fuck? What am I trying to say?
Yeah.
This motherfucker.
A more intimate
Abstracted
scene.
scene.
Yeah, there you go.
I did it. Thank you.
I'll
See you
give
guys
it
later.
to you. What were you going to say, Luke? Luke, what were you going to say?
Well, look, it's my cat Cubert next to me. I'm petting my cat Cubert.
Very nice.
I put the Cubert thing up on screen for you. So
Cool.
Yes. So for reasons that are probably obvious at this point, I probably have to take off rather than stick around for the episode.
Okay.
So could we possibly do that big announcement like while I'm still here instead of waiting until the funny music news? Would that make sense at all?
Yeah, we can do that. So let's jump ahead really quickly to the news. The FuMP is putting out a Dr. Demento Tribute Album. What?
Oh.
Yes, Ian sent out the press release this afternoon. It's going to have songs about Dr. Demento, just tribute songs about him, and it's going to have covers of some of his most popular songs throughout the ages. You can probably guess what a lot of those are. The title of the album is going to be Fruits of the Smogberry Trees, the FuMP's tribute to Dr. Demento. And scheduled to be released on August 15th. And Dead by 28 sent us a song already. I have the WAV file and everything. We're good to go.
You're ahead of the game for once.
Right, you are. You're ahead of me because my song isn't ready yet.
It was just dumb luck, but I'm glad it worked out.
Yeah. So yes, some of the songs you've already heard, like the Doctor and William is going to be on there. He's Barry, he's Dr. D is going to be on there. A couple of the other FuMP tracks that are about Dr. Demento are going to be on there. A couple of the already released cover songs are going to be on there, like Power Salad did Religion and Politics, yada, 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 whatever it is. So that's going to be on there. But we have a lot of new stuff too coming. Dr. Sarcophagi sent us a very cool cover of Monster Mash. Robbie Ellis sent us a cover of the Masochism Tango that he recorded while he was performing with that freaking orchestra, and it sounds amazing. So yeah, I'm very excited.
I
about
wrote a
this.
couple of verses for a song. I'm collaborating with somebody from the past of the FuMP who hasn't been around at the FuMP for a while, and I'm pretty psyched for it. I don't know if I'm supposed to reveal who that is yet or not, but I'm really psyched for that, and lots of other cool stuff that I got to record, including vocals for a track you're doing and a track Tony is doing, and other things. So. Yeah, I'm really psyched for this album, and say who's doing that cover artwork once again?
That would be Kendra Shepard doing the cover art, same person who did the cover of the Tom Lehrer tribute that we released. So I'm looking forward to see what she comes up with. So yeah, I'm super excited about this release.
Me too. Well, I'm gonna go because Alex Ann, aka Meow Meme, aka my cat Cubert, is
Luke,
going
can I
crazy
say
over there
something before
as
you
we're
leave?
checking into this hotel. So
Say
I will talk to you guys later, okay?
Hey, quick question from Disman. Go ahead.
I know you're
Say it
leaving
again?
because we're here. He's leaving because we're here. I know it. He's like, oh, Dead by 20 on this week. I gotta frickin' come up with some kind of excuse. So bye, Luke. It was nice seeing you.
Okay, but we have to do the obligatory line when somebody suddenly is here.
Now I'm in this too.
Yay!
All right.
Yeah, but I was pretending to Huber.
All right.
See you guys later.
Later. Bye.
Wow, it was a pleasure meeting you.
Peace.
Enjoy
Okay,
your
so
hotel.
it's just me now. You're stuck
It's
with.
all right.
You got this, Tom.
I got
we
this.
believe in you.
Wouldn't be the first time. All right, so let's do the quick catch-up segment with just me.
Let's get caught up with what Devo and Luke have been up to since last week. Or else Devo, if Luke bailed and didn't show up.
Hey, what?
Oh, he's right.
I think this is the first time Luke bailed before the catch-up segment, but like didn't bail on the entire show. So that's so. Anyway,
Classic Luke.
yeah, classic.
If I had a nickel.
So what have I been up to? Well, I started my new audiobook narration class this week. I've been taking some online. I started taking an online class. The first thing they did was they released like 4.5 hours worth of video content on Monday, and I was like, oh, okay. So I, got through all of that. Took their advice, updated my profile on ACX, and I think it's much better now. So I am very excited about this.
What sort of books are you looking forward to audio to narrate?
Honestly, obviously sci-fi horror are my favorite, but I will do just about anything.
Are you sure just about what's it called? A corset ripper? You know what that is?
Erotica?
That's the erotica
Yeah.
where like on the cover art the girl's like ripping her corset open.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can say phrases like his purple-headed warrior thrusted toward her slick fold.
Yeah, I don't have a problem narrating erotica. I have it listed on my profile as something I will do. Now, if I get an offer, we'll see if I'll actually do it. But as of now, I don't have a problem with it. So
I want you
All
to
right.
start the paragraph like, "Ooh, this one's spicy. Get your dicks out, readers."
good one, dicks out. All right. The other thing I've been up to is I recorded a demo of a new song,
Nice.
Oh,
which I haven't.
nice.
I haven't done music in a little while now, so I'm kind of very happy to getting back into it. I posted the demo for my Patreon backers, and people seem to like it so far, so that's a good thing. This is the track I'm submitting to the Dr. Demento Tribute Album, so gotta get it done. At this point, I need to, record my actual vocals, and then I need vocals from Luke and vocals from like 3 or 4 other people, and then I'll have a song. And,
Nice.
All right.
Do you put all that together yourself, or do you got a fifth guy that puts it all together?
Trevor Morgan from a group called the Thumbnuts is doing the music for me,
Okay,
and so I wrote it and doing the vocals. Luke is doing co-vocals, and then hopefully Ian, Shoebox, Chris, maybe a couple other people are doing background vocals. And I will tell you this: it's an Insane Clown Posse parody. So
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
all
Good.
right.
Good.
ICP.
Finally, someone's taking it to those clowns. Giving them what for?
all right.
Now
This
we have
Dr.
a buddy.
Demento
We have
album,
a,
is it just like parody songs, or are they parody songs that also are about Dr. Demento's life?
So there's two different types of songs on the album. There are songs about Dr. Demento, which may or may not be parodies. One of the tracks is a song that Luke released earlier this year called "The Doctor and William," which is a parody of "Rhymin' and Stealin'" by the Beastie Boys about Dr. Demento and Whimsical Will. I'm on that, and Tony Goldmark is on that. It's a great song. Came out great.
Yeah.
That'll probably be the first track, just because it feels like a first track to me. The other thing we're doing is covers of his biggest hits. So there's going to be a version of Shaving Cream on there. There's going to be a version of... I don't want to say too much, because if they don't come through with it, then people are going to be disappointed. Shaving Cream is going to happen. I will say that. It's not ready yet, but it's going to happen.
It has to be on there.
Yeah. But yeah, we've got a bunch of covers lined up already, and as I mentioned, we already got Monster Mash and the Masochism Tango. A Pico and Sepulveda we got.
Monster Mash. I've never fucking heard of Monster Mash.
You never heard of Monster Mash? Yeah.
You
Whoa, there's
don't
some-
do BBD?
Yeah,
Bobby
you're not
Boris
BBD
Pickett?
fans?
We actually, on our stage act, we do we do a cover of the Monster Mash.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
People
well,
should listen to.
It's
sometime.
a parody. It's the only parody song we have, unless you realize the chord progression for one of our
Ah.
other songs is Glycerine. But so we get the crowd into, and I say, look, it's never really completely written. It's riffed out a little bit. But then I usually I say the name of the song is "Her Pussy's Trash."
And yeah, it's a real crowd pleaser.
Yeah.
I
You
remember-
never think the crowd's going to like it, and at the end they're like, oh, they're singing along, and you're like, oh, I don't like that.
It's always we'll do it. The further away from Halloween it is, the better I like to convince Tommy that we should do it. It's July. Yes, we should do it here, and he'll always preface it with saying, "They're not going to like this. They're not going to like this one." And then we, I think we come from a school of thought of our biggest inspirations probably being like bands like Guar. Then are like, what would Guar do? They would do that.
Yeah.
Guar would go ahead. And
Guar would do that. I have a song. It was the most uncomfortable performance I've ever given. I have a song called "Down There," which is a parody of "Right There." And it's basically, I like the way you shave it down there. Shave it down to the skin and don't leave no hair. And I performed that at a show, not knowing that the crowd was going to be made up of mostly 14-year-olds. And
Oh God.
my
And they're like, they're
God,
probably looking at each other like, oh, can you
went
imagine
through with
having
it?
enough to shave it?
dude, it was super awkward. None of them laughed. None of them found it funny. And then, a week later, I did the same set at a different venue, and people are falling out of their chairs laughing at that song, and I'm like, yeah, this is definitely a song for the older crowd.
Yeah.
We did our set once, opening for one of those new metal cover bands.
Okay.
Where they just go out and they just play a montage of different new metal bands. And they told us before it was an all-ages show, and we didn't change our act one bit and played for, parents, older people, and a couple teeny boppers. And I tell you, and we moved a bunch of merch that night, and most of it was children. Teenagers would come up and be like, "Ma, can you buy me a pussy shirt?" And I'm like, "Oh, Jesus Christ."
Say no more. Give us your parents' credit card. We'll take it now.
All right, so since we're talking to you, why don't you give us a quick intro to your song? We will listen to it, and then we'll interview you.
Oh yeah, we got the song. You guys got MK Ultra, right?
Yep.
Yeah, MK. This is a beautiful love song that Thomas and I wrote about.
We wrote it in 15 minutes. We also do these comedy murder mysteries up and down the East Coast, and we performed in 5 countries with Armed Forces Entertainment doing that and stand up. And in between intermissions of one of these shows, we were like, we should write a song about conspiracy theories. So we wrote a love song,
Yeah.
MK Ultra Into You, in 15 minutes.
Yeah, all the lyrics were written at an intermission of a show, and then we came back, and this is what happened. And it's it's one of our favorites. It goes out to the give them the intro to the song. The
I got to
proper
be the
intro.
one to say. Okay.
Yeah.
So the way we preface it on stage is like we say, guys, we all know out there the best pussy's crazy pussy, right? And the guys are like, woo! And I'm like, ladies, is it the same? Is crazy dick the same? And they're like, no. I'm like, yeah, you get a restraining order and stitches. But I say, this goes out to how every guy in here has compromised things that he's believed in just to get with a girl. And this song, it goes out to those type of relationships. And this song goes out to the craziest pussy we know, Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Okay, here is MK Ultra Into You by B.U.S.I.
A girl, I think about you every single day. Yeah.
The way we laugh and smile, and the way we play. Yeah.
You've got some strange ideas, but I wanna be your man.
So let me tell you how I feel in terms you understand.
Hey, you're worth the time. You're so beautiful and fine. And this love is true. So MK Ultra into you. So MK Ultra into you. I was made for you, and you were made for me.
Just like the laboratory that made COVID-19.
I'd say let's just get married, but
maybe it's too soon. Realer than the moon landing, but who believes in the moon?
Your love has got me high,
like those chemtrails in the sky. This love is true. So MK Ultra into you. So MK Ultra into you.
I never saw you coming, like the Nolan Kennedy. Just like the reason the frogs are gay, I love you chemically.
Well, I'd rather die from 5G than ever be apart. Jet fuel can melt steel beams the way you melt my heart.
You know the lizard people wanna own our turf,
but you're the prettiest thing I've seen on this flat earth.
I know I said I loved you, oh, maybe I forget.
I'm pretty sure that I said it, or was it
Mandela effect? We can't move slow.
Gotta stop the NWO.
And this love is true. I'm so MK Ultra into you. I'm so MK Ultra into you. So MK Ultra. So MK Ultra.
So MK Ultra.
So MK Ultra into you.
Okay, so before we get into the song, why don't you guys introduce yourselves, tell us who you are, where you're from, what you do, all that good stuff.
I'm Eric Woodworth, one half of B.U.S.I, from, I guess Baltimore, Maryland is the closest major city. I live out in the countryside from Baltimore, though. And I don't know, I've been a comedian for about, like 12, 13, I don't know. Every year it gets longer, but it's somewhere around there.
That's how time works, so yeah.
Yeah, and it's always speeding up and stuff. And as you get older, I don't know, it's not great. And I met my dear friend Thomas, the other half of B.U.S.I here, doing comedy, 15 years ago, and we've been best buds ever since.
Yep. I'm Tommy Simbazo. I've been doing stand-up comedy for 18 years. Did 8 years improv before that. And met Eric at an open mic called NADS, which was at a New Age Dine and Dance, but they called it NADS, and it was at a bar called. It was at a bar that was in the historically gay district of Baltimore.
Yeah.
And it was the back end of a building that the other half of the building was called Leon's Leather Lounge.
Yeah.
So you had Leon's Leather Lounge, which was the kind of gay bar that had bakery display cases full of dildos and butt plugs.
Yeah. And they loved alliteration.
And then there was a hallway that had a common bathroom, and then the back end of this building was called NADS. So you had Leon's Leather Lounge and NADS, and we called the hallway the Taint.
Yeah, right in between. And I used to I played rugby for many years before I got into comedy, and I used to when my friends would come out to see comedy shows when I started because they were excited like I was going to make it, and not, I would always bring them in there and be like, dude, there's a whole nother bar back there, and then go back and just send them into the gay bar. It was always a really fun thing, fun joke to do to the fellas.
Eric and I met, and then, he started as a musical comedian. And as a dear friend, I talked him out of that. I was like, Eric, there's no money in this.
There's no money in this, trust me. Yeah.
So you got to bail out of this. Put that guitar down. Talk about your penis.
I did.
But after a while, we had other friends that started. One guy went to a murder mystery in D.C. with his girlfriend. And then when he came back home, he was like, well, that sucked. I could write one better. So him and his buddy wrote a murder mystery and then got comics that they know to come perform in this murder mystery. So Eric and I were one of the guys that just started doing these murder mysteries, and they sort of took off in our area. And now we have something like 17 different murder mysteries.
Yeah.
But back in 2016, we went overseas. We took it on for Armed Forces Entertainment. And it was these long downtimes between shows on the base where you're just trying to kill time.
Yeah.
And the guy that booked us for
bottles, looking at scorpions, guessing if this one's poisonous.
Yeah, that was always the best thing, where it was like, they would tell you don't piss outside because it could attract scorpions. So you start peeing, and you hear.
Yeah.
They're the rock band. So, but Eric and I, one time the guy Rob was like, Eric, you sing, and Eric was like, yeah, I have yes, I have an album, and he was like, and Tommy, you sing, and I was like, yeah, I've sang before, and he was like, why don't you guys sing me a song together? And we're like, okay, and then we were like, do you know Weird Al? And he's like, yeah, I know Weird Al. So we sang Yoda together, and found that we were naturally hitting natural harmonies. Natural inflections, and the guy Rob was like, this is something. This needs to be a thing. And so then from then on, every murder mystery he wrote, the other comedian that was on the show, this now drove him fucking insane, because that's all Eric and I would do.
Oh yeah, we also realized that we knew all of Weird Al's catalog, so all we did was sing every Weird Al song on the bus until Patrick Melton, shout out Nobody Likes Onions, Patrick Melton, wanted to murder us. He's like, is this all you guys fucking do? I was like, it's all we do now. That's all we do right now. So
he started writing murder mysteries and would always include a spot where Eric and I would sing a song. And we started calling ourselves Amish Paraguys. And we're telling people that we were a Weird Al cover band, and we wouldn't acknowledge the originals of the songs. So people are like, oh, have you ever heard of Beat It? And you're like, Beat what?
I don't know what that is.
I've never heard of that.
Is that like a remix?
Michael Jackson? I've never heard of this guy. So then we got to a point where actually It was Amish pair of guys, and then they also started calling us white and nerdy. So then it got to a point where we had a name that was in flux. We didn't really know what we were going to be. And then 2020, we did a New Year's show at a comedy club, and it was the first time Eric and I actually sat down and wrote a song to perform together. And once we did that, then I was like, okay, well, let's make a band. We'll start singing our own original songs. That way you can do stand-up, I'll do stand-up, and then we'll headline as this band, and we'll just take the entire budget for the show.
Yeah, it was a way to just squeeze other comics out of a show, saying that we could do two things. We're your whole show. You don't have to hire there's nobody else you need to hire. You just hire us, and then, we just squeezed out money, little extra money that way by doing the full 90 minutes.
I love it.
Yeah.
Which it also gave us, we're at a point now where we can perform at a comedy venue, or we can perform at a bar show, or we can perform at a music venue. So it's given us a lot of flexibility in where our act can go.
Yeah,
now,
you wouldn't believe how few people we performed in front of before. It would surprise you.
Oh, no. I've performed for the sound guy on more than one occasion.
Nice.
I like when I walk into like a light crowd on like a Wednesday night and there's like 15 people there, and I show the booker, I was like, I performed in front of far less than this. Don't worry.
But the name our name was still in flux before, and we had booked a show that we had to perform at. We had to give them a name, and I host a game show every year at MagFest, a cutthroat cosplay game show, and usually what I do is I just use it as a way to get my friends passes. And we go and we do our show, and then we do copious amounts of psychedelics the rest of the weekend.
We do a lot of drugs.
And we were on mushrooms, about to pass out, and the last thing Eric said as we're passing out, he was like, "We should call ourselves B.U.S.I." And I was like, "That's a great idea." So we made merch, everything we did, and then we're also associated with the local radio station. We'll fill in on shows.
Yeah.
So after we named ourselves B.U.S.I, we then found out they won't say that on the radio.
Yeah,
you can't say. Yeah, and then there were places that had problems with.
Yeah,
what?
they won't say B.U.S.I.
They won't say it. We thought enough people didn't know what B.U.S.I meant.
Yeah.
So, but then there were flyers. This one place, like once we posted the flyer with the name, people commented on it like, "I'm canceling my ticket." And I'm like, "Oh, Jesus." So then we decided to turn it into an acronym. So we go by the Bionic Universal Super Soldiers Incorporated, which is B.U.S.I with an I. And then it turns out that B.U.S.I with an I is German for goodnight kisses. Like your booby would come into the room and I go, "Oh, B.U.S.I, 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 B.U.S.I."
Yeah.
So,
give you a little nose touches.
So
now it's
gave
a wholesome meaning.
That gave us the loophole that they then could say our name on the radio because it's an acronym.
German. What's the problem with that?
Yeah. And then when
Germans have never done anything bad. Come on, relax.
When we went to get our website, register our website, we went for I was like, okay, it is home of the Bionic Universal Super Soldiers Incorporated, or hotbussy.com.
So if you go there, it'll take you right to the home of the Bionic Universal Super Soldiers Incorporated, hotbussy.com. You want to spell it with an I, because I'm telling you, if you don't spell it with an I
think we should buy it with a Y.
Well, speak for yourself. I mean, I'm good either way. So
no, we're gonna buy also with a Y, and it's just gonna lead to a picture of Eric and I gaping for the kid.
Yeah.
We're just doing a full goatsy.
Yeah.
And you have to click on the redirect button is in our buttholes.
Yeah. We have big plans for phase 3.
Apparently. Okay.
But now we've been B.U.S.I for 2 years now. And we recorded a video. We recorded a special.
Yeah.
We have a special that we recorded Magooby's Joke House in Maryland. And now we've decided that we're going to do we're recording in August our first album. Yeah. And since then we've added we now have a drummer, Eric's buddy Blake, who's an amazing drummer.
We've made ourselves the worst musicians in the band.
Yeah, we brought in another guitar player, my buddy Happy, that I met in line at a midnight release of Halo 3.
Yeah.
And,
now I play easy guitar, the bass, which is fun.
Yeah, the short bus guitar.
It's bigger, so it sounds cooler. Shut up, Tommy.
But so we were talking about, well, what are we going to call the album? And I was like, well, hold on. You know how, like, in the 90s and 2000s, MTV would take a band and give them acoustic instruments, and it was like Nirvana Unplugged. It was MTV Unplugged. Well, we're an acoustic act that is now adding electrical instruments. So our album will be called B.U.S.I Plugged.
Yeah.
It just makes sense.
Yeah.
Get ready for that coming out.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And of course, the album cover is going to have hidden butt plugs in it. It's going to be
guys
maybe even to the effect that the Little Mermaid hid dildos in the VHS cover.
Yeah. We've reached out to Disney.
Yeah, we're like, hey, give us your dildo guy. Who's your dildo guy?
Dicks out.
Yeah,
Cover of the Little Mermaid. Dicks out.
You're hidden dildo guy. Come on, don't fuck around, mouse.
So you wrote this song while you were on like an Air Force base? Is that what it was?
No, this one was at the Bright Box Theater in beautiful Winchester, Virginia, in the basement green room in between acts. So,
but it was in between acts. That's impressive.
Yeah. Well, it was just like quick. Name a bunch of conspiracy theories. We wrote them down. Eric's usually like, I'll come up with some ideas of lyrics and send them to Eric, and then he was like, well, I've been working on this guitar riff. And then Eric will like flesh out the lyrics, and then we'll get together and then like fine tune everything, and then work out the harmonies and stuff.
Or I'll send him a song a lot of times, and it'll be so filthy that no crowd will like it. Yeah. And I used to have a song called "That Penis on You," which is now called "Special Girl," which is much better.
I think that's worse.
No, believe it or not,
we found a way to make it work.
Yeah. It works. It works.
But we have a song called Father's Day at the Glory Hole.
Yeah.
Which is and I can't wait for you guys to hear it when that song's done, because now that we've added a full band, it's a totally different experience and a fucking earworm. Like you're be driving and be like, Father's Day at the Glory. Fuck, man. Fuck.
Yeah, that is the most. It is the one I get the most hate mail about. Is like after a show, and you're like, I've been singing Father's Day at the Glory Hole the entire day, and we've only made it catchier.
Yeah. But it's something where it's the song itself is about, taking your dad to a glory hole for Father's Day.
Well, I know what song you guys need to submit to the FuMP next. So
yeah, okay.
But and if you listen to the words, you're not going to like the song. But if you just listen to the harmonies and everything,
it's a beautiful song
good.
about a glory hole. That's what you try to do with art, right? You try to make something, that is unpalatable, the most palatable thing in the whole world. And we have a bunch of art.
We hit different genres. We have a Irish drinking song. We have a couple love songs. We have like a 50s doo-wop style song, which Special Girl became like a 50s doo-wop style song. That's when Eric wrote it as That Penis on You. And I told Eric, this isn't going to work. Because one, if you're pro-trans people, you're not going to like the butt of the joke. Two, if you don't like trans people, you're not going to like that we're singing about a trans woman. Eric was like,
perfectly alienated everyone.
It'll be fine. And we only performed it once to a room full of people with crossed arms just shaking their heads. Because that's the different. Like with stand-up comedy, if you're telling a joke and it's not working, you can just stop the bit and you can tell a different joke.
Yeah.
In musical comedy,
you got to finish the song.
You have to finish the fucking song.
You finish the song.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
So that. I like it though. I like the challenge of trying to make something unpalatable palatable, and then Tommy dials me back. Tommy dials me back a lot.
There's definitely
somebody
times
has to apparently.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's definitely times where like we'll write a set list, and Eric will be like, "Look, if they're not feeling it, we'll just skip over this song," and then we get out there, and by that point, it's just our friends in the back that are laughing at how awkward it is.
Yeah.
And then we're like, no, we're doing
now
the
we're definitely
song.
Doing it. Now there's a threshold. It's the event horizon that we cross eventually. And we're like, listen, it is a great movie, one of my favorites for sure. But you cross that and you got to go full send at that point. What would Norm Macdonald do? He'd tell the joke because it's a better story at that point. So.
Mm-hmm. All
But
right.
yeah,
so
now you have the whole history of B.U.S.I.
sounds great. Sorry. So we're
Behind
gonna,
the bussy.
We're gonna need to move on. So do you guys have anything you'd like to plug?
Yeah, I mean, just go check out our website.
Is it
hotbussy.com?
Yeah.
Yeah, B.U.S.I with an I. It'll take you there. It's really just a link tree. The first little link you'll see on there is our special. We'd love if you watch our special. It's completely free on YouTube.
Actually, the first link now is our merch.
You can also buy a B.U.S.I T-shirt. And you know, Tommy always says this: if you don't want a B.U.S.I T-shirt, then
no. We have these magnets. We have magnets, and like you can buy magnets, you can put on your car. And if you don't want to put one on your car, I know you know someone else who also doesn't want one on their car.
So hook yourself up. Check out that. We'd love a follow from any of the listeners.
That is a cool logo you guys have, though.
Thanks.
The little skull.
We consider ourselves Guard Al. I would say.
Yeah.
I can see that. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I know you guys have to go because you have like a performance coming up tonight or something,
I have
virtually
a show.
or something.
I have a show in VR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us, and we look forward to more stuff from you in the future.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, Dead by 28. You guys.
Thanks, Dead by 28. I liked your song. I listened to it.
Thank you.
Liked your song.
Oh, thanks.
Wish we would have talked more about MK Ultra.
Yeah, you got it, man.
Hey, you have our DMs. You can crawl up in those.
Hey, slide up in them, brother.
All right,
we
thanks,
can use
guys.
Signal.
All right, later, gang.
I'm really
This
into
is the FuMP.
the old.
Woke Marxist Pope. I'm gonna keep on laughing as the woke Marxist Pope pisses off the maggots cause he's from Chicago. I'm gonna keep on clapping for the woke Marxist Pope. Woke Marxist Pope.
A la-dee-dee, a 1, 2, 3. He's Barry, he's Dr. D. And all the keys, that's A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. He's Barry, he's Dr. D. Is this
Wind up your radio. Let's get demented. Gentlemen and all you ladios, let's get demented.
That's the Funny Music Project at thefump.com. THEFUMP.com.
Let's get demented.
Mallory is back. Infinite Archive, Book 3 of the Midsolar Murders by Mur Lafferty. Now available from bookstores, Amazon, and Audible.
Time for funny music news. Something.
In the news, Richard Cheese is offering a couple of his albums on vinyl for the first time ever. Back in Black Tie and Supermassive Black Tux will be available on vinyl starting tomorrow. Well, he's taking pre-orders tomorrow. They are scheduled to ship in October. So you can go to shop.richardcheese.com if you are interested in picking up those albums on vinyl. Insane Ian, for reasons unknown, has been keeping track of all the games that the Game Grumps have beaten on their YouTube channel. Every time he posts a comment, someone replies with Insane Ian for Guest Grumps, meaning they want him as a guest on the show. And now there's an actual petition to make this happen. So if you go to ipetitions.com and search for either Insane Ian or Game Grumps, you can add your name to the petition to get Insane Ian as a guest on an upcoming episode of Game Grumps. So I've already signed my name. All right, we already talked about the Dr. Demento Tribute Album. I don't think there's anything more to add to that. And the FuMPFest Documentary IndieGoGo campaign is now finished. They reached their goal. They had a $6,700 goal. Their final total was $7,219. So they got a little bit of extra to cover the IndieGoGo fees. So thank you to everyone who donated, and congratulations to the documentary crew. All right, tour dates. On Sundays in Nashville, Tennessee, Steve Goody hosting at the Bluebird. Sundays online, 2 Sleeps. The last Sunday of each month on Facebook, Lauren Mayer. Mondays online, Steve Goody and Brad Tassel at virtualcomedyshow.com. Wednesdays in San Francisco, California, Ben Vicini. On the 11th online, Carla Ulbrich. On the 13th in Nashville, Tennessee, Regdar and the Fighters and Worm Quartet. On the 15th in Nashville, Tennessee, Steve Goody. On the 16th in Schenectady, New York, Steve Goody. On the 18th in Liverpool, New York, Steve Goody. On the 19th in Ithaca, New York, Steve Goody. Oh, he's coming up my way. I may need to go see him. And on the 20th on YouTube, Escape from the Secret Lab, featuring the Consortium of Genius.
The
Cog. All right, guys. Give us a quick intro to this song, and we will give it a listen. And I'm going to turn you guys up since you're softer than they were.
Okay, well, we're a soft band. Well, this song is called Family Trippin', and it is a sequel to a very old song, kind of a soft sequel, because we're a soft band, to an old song about LSD and life.
All right, here is Family Trippin' by Dead by 28. Very nice. I'm going to turn you back up now.
Nice.
That song rocks. It really does.
Thank you.
Nice work.
You know,
So the song that it's a sequel of, is that a song you posted to the FuMP, or is that one that predates
No,
us?
that's a very old song.
Okay.
Very old.
From our first album in like 2002.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've probably heard it then, because you did send me all your CDs and I did listen to them all, but I wouldn't be able to tell you which one it is.
It's way back there, but we can thank Mike Bolly of Two Sleeps for his help on this song. He really brought the extra kick with the guitar, and it really helped set the tone of the song.
Yeah, like no offense against like Sissy, our main guitar player, but like Mike Bolly's guitar playing really like inspired the more psychedelic lyrics, I guess. Which I don't know if he really, but whatever, you know. I'm just saying, it was nice. I like playing with other people. That was cool.
I did invite Mike on the show, but I believe we both knew he probably wasn't going to.
Yeah, he said he wasn't going to be available, but in case something changes, you could always. Pop in.
Professional people they're busy.
They're busy. Yeah, Mike is a busy guy.
Do you want to hear what inspired the song?
Absolutely. I was just going to ask you.
Ask that, and I'm prepared for
I
that.
usually do, yes. Because I don't know what else to ask people. It's a song. What do you talk about?
Because like this, I remember very well, like being like it was last October, and I was driving to work, and I was listening to our first album, The Spawning. And I was going on a trip. I was listening to Going on a Trip, which is a song that we wrote back in the day. Like, it was actually our friend. We used to do a lot of acid when we were like young, late teens, early 20s. And our friend came up with this, haha, very funny. Like we're taking a trip of acid. We're going on a trip. Like you're going on vacation. Mm-hmm. So I wrote a song going on a trip about doing acid. So like last October, I was listening to The Spawning, which I do like pretty much every fucking October because it's a fucking Halloween type of album. And sorry, but so I was listening to the song on my way to work, and I was like, you know what, this would be the perfect song for a fucking sequel. Because acid flashbacks, and like I've been waiting for my acid flashbacks all my life.
Yeah, we were promised them in our youth, and
never happened.
Yeah. No,
you know what sucks about acid flashbacks? They're not the big like awesome things you think they would be. They're just like these little things when you're like trying to when you're at work trying to do your job, and then you're just like, oh fuck! Acid flashbacks aren't all they cracked up to be. But like I was listening to Going on a Trip. And I was like, you know what? It's perfect idea for a sequel because like it could be about an acid flashback, but also like the original idea was like going on a trip. You're going on vacation, but like no, you're not going on vacation. You're going on an acid trip. So make the song about I'm going on vacation, and then I have an acid flashback. So that was the idea I had while I'm driving to work. So then I'm like in the break room at work writing down my lyrics because I'm just like so inspired. And like one of the guys at work's like, "What are you doing? Writing raps?" I'm like, no, not exactly. I'm writing like I'm not. And then I thought about it. I was like, actually, like my music, like the lyrics I write nowadays are like more rappy than like singy. Like so, actually, maybe I am writing a rap.
Yeah, I mean, you could do that.
So that's the end of the story.
Oh, okay. So no, like, really interesting acid flashbacks happening?
No such luck.
No, like, that's the thing about...
That'll make it a trilogy if that happens.
That's why I make the end of the stories always anticlimactic, because that's the way life is.
Yes, that's true. So how long ago was the first song? Was it 2002, you said?
Like 20, 25 years ago.
Yeah. Okay. So
it was not our first album, but we recorded it probably for the first time.
It was one of our big songs when we were like very like just starting out, like at the Wired Frog, which you wouldn't know because you're not from Michigan.
I'm not. So okay, so just to make the math easy, let's say it was 25 years ago. So in another 25 years, in 2050, you'll have to record the third version of this song.
Well, make it a trilogy.
Make it a trilogy. Make a note so you don't forget that in 2050 you have to record the third version.
Well, I won't forget. If you get some acid and trip now, then in 25 years you can be on the song talking about your flashback.
See, my concern is I'm afraid I might be allergic to it and die. So
So then you ain't ever coming back.
Yes.
Well, that was what I wanted to talk to those other guys about. They were talking about like mushrooms or something, and I was just like, do people still do psychedelics? Because I'm past that thing.
Microdosing. People
you know, there's other drugs, but like, do they still do acid and mushrooms?
Yes, yes, they absolutely do. I can tell you because at MarsCon, I'm not going to say who. You can probably guess. There were people walking around the party floor who were on acid and I think mushrooms.
You're saying I could probably guess. I'm going to guess the people who are making the movie.
No, actually.
They should have been filming it.
I have no clue then.
Because that would have been good for the movie.
I don't know then.
All right, I'll tell you after the show.
Okay. Tony Goldmark.
Tony was not at MarsCon. He hasn't been at MarsCon in a while.
Luke seems like he's like on so many drugs.
Yeah, Luke is just that's why he bailed on the show tonight, because he's got crack to do and heroin, and he's just such a big druggie.
Oh man, you gotta prioritize your crack.
We're having fun tonight.
So are you guys working on a new album?
One more thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
I am very pro the trans community. I just want to put that out there.
I am too. My oldest child is trans.
People. Okay, move on.
I didn't get the impression they were against it. It's just the song. That's what the song was. But I can clarify that later.
We could talk more about MK Ultra.
Yeah, they could have.
Because
that's your beer of choice.
It's fucked up, dude. That like we know about MK Ultra and we're just we've known about it for like 50 years and we just kept going on, and now look where we are now. And that is Dead by 28 is against professionalism. Fuck professionalism. Fuck capitalism. We are taking over this world. We're destroying it. We're destroying America.
Yeah, I can see like one song at a time. Taking down the whole country.
Nothing else.
No, he's right. One song at a time. I am destroying America. One song at a time, one person at a time, one fan at a time. Actually, can we talk about TikTok?
Sure.
TikTok. I'm growing. I'm finding my niche audience, one person at a time on TikTok.
As long as TikTok
and we are going
to exist,
and we're going to take down capitalism. We're going to take down America.
So, how many followers are you up to on TikTok?
I am up to a whole 1,022.
Nice. I have 100. I have 144, and 34 people watched the last reel I posted. So
you have to be consistent. It's a bitch. It's a fucking pain in the ass.
I don't care about TikTok in the least. So.
Whatever, like that's the thing. Like now, you have to pick your poison and be consistent.
Yeah, I'm doing much better on Instagram. That seems to be where I'm hitting much better.
Like, yeah, I can't. Like I don't go far on Insta. Like TikTok is where I found my audience, so I'm going with TikTok.
I like that we see more Devo shorts pop up on like YouTube and Facebook now.
Yeah, I've been posting them, and that's. I got the idea from Ian because he started posting his shorts, and
I saw that.
What happened? He posted he posted a short of Flight Check, which is a song we did together. So and he did his verse, and I was like, oh well, I might as well post my verse, and I did, and it got far more views than anything else I ever post. So I was like, oh, I should do more of these. So that's what I've been doing. The most one, my video for. Lawyer Up, the short for Lawyer Up has gotten over 6,000 views, which isn't a lot in the grand scheme of things, but for me, that's a shitload.
Yeah,
so,
awesome. I think.
See, that's what
you can't discount 6,000 views. That's a lot.
No, but like I said on TikTok, my last video has 34 views. You know, those are the numbers I'm used to, like less than 100. So when something starts getting 1,000 and 3,000 and now 6,000, it's like. Oh, okay, people can actually see this now. That's interesting. So, yeah.
The whole AI thing coming up, though, I think, like, small artists with, like, real, like, it's important, Devo. It's important.
Wait, what's important? I missed the beginning of that sentence.
Doesn't matter, like, if we have, like, low views. Like, at least we're real people.
That's
like,
true.
'cause the AI thing is like taking over.
Yes. We are not AI. I have not been
You
replaced
got
by
on
a bot.
like your main audience, they don't care about like artists.
Well, as long as they care about me, that's all I care about.
Well, I care about you.
I care about you too, Dizman. All right. So do you have anything you'd like to plug?
Oh, do we ever?
All
So
right.
I'm started now. I haven't really said much, but over the last month, we've been really pushing merch. So we have a bunch of new merch that has came in this week, in addition to some CDs that somebody we know is going to be pressing for us. We got these stickers.
Pissing in the mainstream since 1999.
We got some funeral flag logo patches.
Old school. Old patches for your battle vests.
We have some Sissy Shits guitar picks.
You know Sissy. She's no Mike Bolly, but...
Hang on. Let me pin you because it keeps cutting back to me because my furnace is running. Okay.
I'm not loud enough. I'm not as loud as a furnace.
Now
Don't
we
worry about
also
it.
got some buttons.
Oh, we're making buttons now.
Nice.
So many buttons. You're going to get buttons if you want buttons.
Oh, that's my face.
That's your face. Yep. I want a button with your face.
Marijuana leaf.
Nice.
Oh,
Man,
excuse
you got
me.
a-
I'm
you got a-
like that by 28.
And the last thing
Get a
we
lot
got
of
to
buttons.
show today is the first time ever we have a vinyl record for our first attempt at comedy. Our album Cracked is now available on vinyl. The pre-order is already live, but it goes on sale, I think, the same day as the Dr. Demento Tribute Album. So we have a vinyl record coming through. We are also finishing up our new full-length album, and we intend to release that on vinyl and CD, and that should be coming out in the first week of August. We have a couple other songs from that we're going to submit to the FuMP, but Family Tripping is definitely going to be on there. So that is the one song we have with Mike Bolly appearing on the album Screwed, and the release date should be August 8th. But on August 1st, we're going to release it through Bandcamp a week early for anybody who wants to pre-order it.
So where can people get all this awesome merch?
Bandcamp. Just go to our Bandcamp. We're going to be selling it as a merch pack where you're going to get a patch, some stickers, some buttons, a CD, and whatever else we decide to throw in there as well. For one solid price, you're going to get all of it.
Yeah, it's a supporter pack.
Yeah, it's kind of like we didn't want to do a crowdfunding thing, but this is a way to kind of support us if you want. We're going to give you a little bit of all the merch and send it all at once rather than piecing it out for people.
That's awesome. So I will be making the CDs for their new album, and they've already paid me for it. And I'm just waiting for them to send me the files and the music.
We are
and
waiting
stuff.
on the artwork.
We're waiting on
the
ourselves.
artwork is we got the masters and the artwork. The music is ready to go. So any day now, you'll be annoyed with a new CD of Dead by 28 music.
It'll be like, oh god, now we got to actually burn and print these fucking things, you know.
Yeah, you
You've
gotta listen
actually-
to it to make sure the track order is right.
Yeah, you've heard more of it than anyone else at this point, actually.
Yeah, you the one song that you've heard, nobody else has heard outside of the core members of the band.
Nice.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, cool. Let's move on and do some feedback.
Feedback.
Making the internet absolutely ridiculous. Dementia Radio.
www.dementiaradio.org. Port 8027.
Please hang up and try again.
This is the part where there's feedback. Feedback. You know that segment of the show we do about now? Feedback. Feedback.
Feedback. A-Log.
Oh my god, it's you, not again.
A-Log wrote, thanks for that little bit of reassurance. I just hope me and Ben are doing our respective parts as well as Demented DJs. Also, regarding the Billboard article not mentioning you guys, have you ever thought about reaching out to them, let them know you guys exist? So far, the only time you guys and the more well-known comedians and comedy music artists were in the same wavelengths was under the Smogberry trees, but that ship long past sailed after what happened. Then again, I too have issues promoting myself to others to get noticed. Any advice on how to better my promo skills as a comedy music DJ? Dude, you are asking the wrong person. Marketing, promotion, all that shit, not my forte. This is not something I'm good at. I've tried. I've taken marketing courses. I've spent thousands of dollars on marketing courses. I can't do it. I just can't. Not in me. So, let me know what you find. Report back. Not going to be from me. And Hamner Hack wrote, just want to wish my southern neighbors a happy and possibly final Independence Day. Thank you, Hamner Hack. Part of me is like, is that a threat? But, you know. All right, that's all the feedback we got. So,
teasing. He's a teasing kind of guy. Now you have a job.
Yeah. Tomorrow's song is by Lauren Mayer. And Tuesday's song is by Bad, Beth, and Beyond. It should be a fun show next week. All right, guys. I need a topic for this week's Spotify playlist. Any suggestions?
Yes. Horror movies that aren't horror movies.
Horror movies that aren't horror movies. How do I do that?
I don't know.
I can do horror movies. That's a topic there's plenty of songs about.
Yeah. Sex and drugs.
Sex and drugs.
Sex
No
and
horror.
drugs. All right. Sex and drugs it is. I will find songs about sex and drugs. All right. Possibly at the same time if possible.
Yeah, if you can make that happen, even better.
All right. B.U.S.I is at hotbussy.com. Dead by 28 is at deadby28.bandcamp.com. You guys got anything else before we leave?
Nope. Thanks for having us, and we look forward to seeing you again, hopefully in the future.
All right. Hope you didn't what?
Hope I didn't offend anybody.
Nah, never.
I hope I didn't offend anybody.
Never. Not on this show.
I am very sorry, Hot Bussy. Like it. Say what you want about trans people.
All right, let's get out of here. Thank you for listening to the Funny Music Podcast. I'm Devo Spice, and there's Dead by 28.
I'm Dead by 28.
He's Dead by 28.
He's Keymaster.
Thank you for listening to the Funny Music Podcast. You can listen live every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific at DementiaRadio.org and join us in the chat. Or subscribe to the podcast feed. Look us up on iTunes and be sure to leave us a review. Feedback for the show can be sent to info@thefump.com. The Funny Music Podcast is a production of Fidem Interactive, LLC, released under a Creative Commons share-alike license. Tell your friends, tell your enemies, shout it to random people on the street, and be sure to visit thefump.com for the latest funny songs. Tune in next week where you'll hear Luke Ski say, meow,
meme.